What's going on, champs and champions? It's FireMonkey here, and the V23.40 update for Fortnite has officially released, and with it came a lot of changes to the game. I mean, if you're looking right now, look at the background, right? I no longer have my custom Kid Leroy background on, because instead we have the most wanted live events background currently just vibing there, right? Now, of course, when it comes to today's YouTube video, we're only going to really focus on the most wanted event, because of the fact that I kind of want to, split up all the content and all the news over the next week or so that we always have something to talk about on this channel, so hopefully you understand. But right now we're going to focus on the main thing that's been going down, which is none other than Most Wanted. As you can see right now, we have the Most Wanted event going on for the next 13 days in game, and it is this unique little mini event that uses a similar tab like the Dragon Ball event from ages ago, where you'll complete quests every so often in order to unlock more infamy, which allows you to gain free rewards such as a wrap, you can get a banner icon, you can get some pickaxes, a spray, this back bling, this loading screen, which, by the way, can I talk about how they're doing more of these like rendered 3D loading screens again? I really love these, and it's nice to see them putting more of these into the game. You can also get the combo copter glider, you can get yourself another wrap, another spray, a actual pickaxe, which is a crowbar, and it's not a variant for the original one, so it's just another crowbar for players to obtain if they didn't manage to, get that previous one, and of course it looks very clean. We also have this emoticon right here, and then we have the gold-blooded ace skin. Now this also has a variant, as you can see right here, but this skin is super clean, and this is a free reward you'll be able to obtain just by participating in the Most Wanted event and doing all the quests as they slowly release, every few days, all the way until we get to the very end of the clean getaway. And of course, as your final bonus for doing all 5 of those, challenges as a part of the Most Wanted event, so all 5 of the categories, you'll receive the Solid Skull back bling entirely for free. Now this has 12 variants to it, and you'll unlock these over time as you do more quests in the game. So as the game kind of, showcases those different variants to you, and I know you guys just kind of saw like, my monitor or whatever right there for a second, I want to quickly tell you how you can actually go about obtaining these different variants. And it's a pretty simple system, right? So if I go over here, I'm just trying to make sure, I have the right information for you guys. The actual way of obtaining these is going to simply put be related to one moment. It's hard to do live commentary content like this when I wasn't prepared. Yeah, you just have to eliminate opponents. So each of these little like dots on the sides or whatever is for eliminating more and more opponents. You'll be able to actually gain a new little like pip, I guess you would call it, or I guess a new triangle for every single 10 opponents you eliminate. So once you eliminate 10, you'll get that bottom left one, 20, you'll get the next one, and then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, all the way up to 100 to get every single one of the variants. Now, if you want the actual crown on top of it, the way of doing that is after eliminating a total of 100 opponents, you have to get a victory royale. Once you've done every single one of those challenges, you have all those variants available to you, but it does appear that this is going to be a time-limited thing where you have to at least get this done before this season actually ends. And of course, it could be a system where, they don't stack up the previous eliminations or whatever, so there's a chance that instead of it being 100 eliminations total, it's 10 eliminations, then 20 eliminations, then another 30, then another 40, then another 50, and so on and so forth. But considering the fact that they kind of use a staging system, I feel that they might actually put it in a way where you just have to eliminate 100 total, but that awaits to be seen, right? It's just something to do once the event's actually over to still keep players, interested in grinding out the game and doing all that stuff. Now, of course, a part of this collaboration as well, we have an updated item shop tab. So if we go ahead and roll over to here, you can see we have a ton of new stuff and actually a lot of returning stuff in the item shop. We have the Court of Love bundle, which is that folly skin we talked about in yesterday's video before the update came out, which also has this masked variant to it, which is pretty creepy in my opinion, but still kind of cool. We have a lot of older cosmetics as well, re-releasing in the item shop, such as, the original wildcard skin. We have a lot of the heist themed skins and stuff, and even some skins you might not have think would be related to a Most Wanted theme have started appearing up in here. Like if we go down here, we have stuff like, of course Jailbird makes sense, but we have like Hotwire, we have Riley, we have all these different skins that you would be like, that's heist themed? Henchman I can kind of understand, but still at the first time when I saw it, I was like, that wasn't expected, right? So of course you have all these in the item shop right now in bundle forms and non-bundle forms, and a lot of these bundles I actually ended up buying because, for example, this one right here, the only thing I didn't own was the Stingray skin, and it was 100 V-Bucks for a 1,200 V-Bucks skin. So with all the bundles and everything, they're definitely treating their player base nicely right now around the Valentine's Day and everything, with some very cool cosmetics. And of course, you know, I might end up buying some V-Bucks soon to pick up this bundle, just because I think the cosmetics look pretty cool. But of course, that's not where today's YouTube video ends, because we have one more thing going on with this whole entire content update regarding the Most Wanted event that is not live right now. Now, we're going to actually go over to their blog post to kind of showcase the rest of this stuff, so let me just go ahead and pop this up for you guys, and we actually have a few things I want to go through. Firstly, vaults have been added to the game, as well as cold-blooded bosses, and these are kind of just, you know, a whole entire situation where it's like you can eliminate these bosses and their henchmen and everything for an actual vault key, and you'll be able to get tons of these unique exotic weapons to use in the game, such as the Heisted Breacher shotgun, which allows you to actually destroy walls and cover in one shot, no matter what type of wall it is. The Heisted Explosive Assault Rifle, which if you actually get shot by a bot with this thing, it is deadly because it literally just shoots explosives, right? It's an explosive assault rifle, and it does around like 60 damage per shot from my testing with it. So especially if someone's got good aim, this can decimate you real quickly. And another thing I've actually noticed about the explosive assault rifle is that if you're not aimed in, you can kind of rapid fire it, but it seems like the explosives aren't as powerful. We have the Heisted Accelerant shotgun, which makes it so your movement speed and fire rate is increased as you deal damage to opponents. So basically, the more damage you're dealing with this actual shotgun, the more, you know, the faster you're shooting and the faster you're running around, which I think is a pretty cool mechanic, but it's only when you're holding this actual shotgun. We have the Heisted Run and Gun SMG, which literally just gives you a permanent slap effect, and it self-reloads itself whenever you're sprinting. So it's just a nice little SMG to do, especially if you have to do one of your milestones, like, you know, distance sprinted or whatever like that. The Heisted Blink Mag SMG, which makes it so that whenever you reload, you get a few moments to actually use that 0-point dash effect, where whenever you double jump, you dash forwards. We have other items returning to the game, such as the Hand Cannon, Dual Pistols, Heavy Sniper, Hop Rock Dualies, Suppressed Pistol, and the Boom Sniper Rifle, all of which, based on the wording, is only going to be here during the Most Wanted event and will be removed from the game with the next update, V23.50. Now, of course, with all these changes, bows have been vaulted, bow-related augments have been vaulted, and motorboats have also been vaulted during the Most Wanted event. But of course, you know, with all that type of stuff, you know, notorieties and all that type of stuff coming to the game, we have new augments and everything, and of course, we have our way to get even more goodies. Look at this right here. This is their Most Wanted Leaderboards challenge event, where you'll be able to earn a free GG Flamed emoticon, a Live to Ride spray, a Retro Rivals wrap, and a clean getaway loading screen, all for free. This event will go live in 2 days, and how it works is basically just open vaults, right? The way to actually unlock these different cosmetics is pretty simple. Firstly, if you want that GG Flamed emoticon, all you have to do is log into the website. If you want the Live to Ride spray, all you do is invite a friend to the website, right? You don't even have to have them confirm their attendance or anything to the site. You just have to like share it on social media and you'll get that spray reward. If you want to get this loading screen on the right side, you just have to be a participant until the end of the event. So once the event's over, you'll just get this loading screen, right? And now if you want to actually get this very cool Retro Rivals animated wrap, which I leaked a long time ago and I thought I, you know, would have already released in the game by now, you have to do something very interesting where you have to rank in the top 15% in your region in the amount of vaults you've opened in your first 10 games for each day. Now what this means, and to kind of break it down here, and the main reason why I want to make a video about this specific topic right here, is each day, the first 10 games you play, they're going to track how many vaults you actually managed to open in those first 10 games, and if you manage to be in the top 15% for that specific day, you will be able to earn this wrap entirely for free. Now let's say you weren't in the top 15% for the first day, but you were on the third day. You're still going to get it because it's based on different, you know, percentiles daily. So, you know, you don't have to worry about being in the top 15% by the end of the event. You just have to make sure you're in the top 15% for at least one of the days that this event goes on for. And I do believe that the event is going to go on until around like, you know, the same time, the 24th. So you'll have a few days to actually kind of, you know, grind it out and try getting in that top 15%. And I assume as the people who kind of like try harder early on get their free wrap reward, the actual chances of you getting this reward later on are going to be a lot easier because you're you're not going to have everyone really trying their hardest to open up as many vaults as they can in a single match in their first 10 games for each day. So that is just something kind of to keep in mind here. Now, originally they had easier challenges for this, but they've switched it up, right? They made it more of an actual leaderboard challenge this time around, which I guess is an interesting way to do it. Now, I guess as a final thing to talk about here, just because I might have, gone past it too quickly for you guys, and you might be curious about it, since it is a part about the most wanted update, is the heat system and the new augments. So firstly, the heat system is a notoriety system in a way, where you can actually pay to have your notoriety go higher, or you can pay to have it lowered. And what will happen is, as you continue to actually eliminate enemies, open up chests, and all that type of stuff, these cold-blooded AI members will become more hostile towards you. You'll become visible to other players on the minimap if you have your heat high enough, and you'll be able to be more visible to other players throughout the environment. But of course, this comes with a bonus for you, because at a heat level of 1, eliminated opponents will drop more bars. At a heat level of 2, you also get your movement speed increased by 15%, and you regenerate up to 100 health outside of combat. At heat level 3, your movement speed is increased by 20%, and you'll be able to regenerate not only up to 100 health, but also 50 shield out of combat. And then once you have a full heat system of 4, you will be able to have your movement speed increase by a total of 25%, and you'll regenerate to full health and full shield whenever you're outside of combat. So it is a nice way to be like, hey, you're doing really good this match, so we're going to make it a little bit more difficult on you, and you're going to actually have a higher notoriety. People will be able to find you easier on the map and stuff because you'll occasionally be marked for others, but you will be able to get your own benefits as well, such as your own self-healing and faster movement speeds. And then of course we have some new augments that have made their debut in this update without requiring you to actually unlock them at all, because these augments for the most part, or at least these first two, will be removed next update. Now for the first two that are going to be removed, we have the exotic grab bag, which gives you a random heisted exotic weapon. Now of course this is going to be removed next update because the most wanted event is going to be disabled next update, but it is nice to see how they made unique augments specifically for this. And then we have sniper surplus, where your sniper rifles will have 1 extra ammo in their magazine whenever you're using this. Now this augment is going to be removed next update as well, which also means that any snipers currently in the loot pool will be removed next update, which is kind of disappointing for some people out there, especially in the trickshotting community, who might want to use snipers more often, but it does make sense. Now for the two that will be staying permanently, we have Keymaster, which grants you 2 keys whenever you're opening up hollow chest, and whenever you actually are playing the most wanted event, exotic hollow chests can contain heisted exotics, and then last shots, where the last 2 bullets of your pistol's magazines deal bonus damage. These two will stay around for longer than just, V23.50, but it is nice to see Epic Games still adding more of this stuff to the game. And as we know, there's even more augments being worked on behind the scenes, such as that Midas Touch augment we had talked about previously, so I highly expect augments to be a permanent feature to the game, and for us to see a whole new mix of augments added in the next season once we finally get around to it. But with that said, that's been your recap about the most wanted part of the live event, or I guess, most wanted part about this update. Of course, as more information comes out and as we continue to leak more stuff, I'll have more content prepared for you guys, giving you all the news you need to know. So make sure to stay subscribed so you can be in the loop with anything Fortnite. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. Peace out.